Now, one of the things we did in this year, over the last season on the subscriber videos, we built a tribute that we're taking to Brodaks. And, of course, it's dedicated to our late friend, who we've named, whose real name was Chickadooly, and we've shortened that to Chicky. And we've affectionately called this Chicky's Plane. It's a tribute to Chicky. But one of the things that was, I guess, the real joys of my life when he was with us for the 6 years he lived in my shop, almost 6 years. At the end of his life, Dave Midgley took a lot of the footage that we had of him in the shop over the years interacting with all our friends, and he made a, I guess we would call it a semi-professional video. And it's really something that brings a tear to my eye every time I watch it, because of course we miss him. Ken Tyser gave us a light-up monument that we have in the back of our yard, dedicated to this little guy, and you can't imagine, unless you were part of his life like I was, how much fun he was to have and how much I miss him. Here's a few outtakes from Dave Midgley's little movie that it's heartbreaking, but I'm thankful that I had those years with him. He was a very special part of my life. This is Chicky's story, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy sharing it with your children and grandchildren. Chicky was a wild bird who lived 5.5 years in Wendy's shop and interacted with all the people around us. In a way, he was part of all our lives, maybe even a part of your life. Now, I took all the footage I had over a 5.5 year period, all little clips. I hope this makes an entertaining little tribute to his, we call him his lordship, Lord Baltimore. Now, we made this video for our grandchildren yet unborn, maybe for your grandchildren. And so we could play it in the shop over and over again and bring back some of the great memories he gave us over the years. This workshop that I work in, and where most of these clips are taken from, started out being Wendy's workshop, but from the year 2000 to 2005, it truly was Chicky's workshop. And I hope you enjoy sharing these little memories with us. And I think the best part of having this video, to me it's priceless, is that as long as I have this video, as long as I can play it back, I don't think I'll ever really forget him anyway. But it gives me comfort and helps me remember a very special time in my life. And this is the real footage, actually shot in Wendy's shop. I really do hope you enjoy it.
And I know I'm in heaven now, remembering my wonderful life and all the friends and family that made me so happy and took such good care of me. When I was just a baby, I fell out of my nest and wandered out on a busy road in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. I didn't even have feathers yet and was not sure who my mother was. Nobody could tell that I was a baby Baltimore Oriole. It was a very confusing infancy, to say the least. I probably would have had a very short life had I not been found and rescued by Wendy, who became my surrogate mother. He took me home and tried to feed me baby food with an eyedropper, but I didn't like that, so he carved a beak out of balsa wood, as if it were my mother's own beak. I guess it's fairly easy to fool a baby bird. I didn't even notice that he had no wings or feathers. I was loved, nurtured, and spoiled, maybe even more than if my biological mother had raised me. My friend Mikey gave me a huge cage, which I quickly adopted as my home and sanctuary. Mikey became one of my best buddies, and when Wendy and his wife Karen went on vacation, he would occasionally babysit me. I just wish he wouldn't have worn that silly yellow hat with the ear flaps. At first the hat frightened me, but later it made me chuckle to myself, since whenever Mikey wore it, he looked like a bird without a decent beak. In time, my beautiful yellow feathers took the place of ugly brown baby fuzz. Finally, everyone knew what kind of bird I was. Wendy named me Peeps because I made peeping sounds when I was a baby. Sometime later, everyone called me Chickadoodly, Chicky's Noodly, and then they abbreviated my name to Chicky. What were they thinking with these names? I grew up and lived in the cellar of Wendy and Karen's old house. My friend Karen washed all the clothes every week, and I loved to sit on a wire in the laundry room and be part of the action. Sometimes I jumped into the washing machine to hide, but she always found me. Speaking of action, Wendy built model airplanes in the cellar. I just loved to fly all over his shoulders when he wasn't expecting me. I would steal one of his little bolts and hide it in my cage, and he would search and search, thinking he was becoming very forgetful. I often took cotton swabs, toothpicks, and bandages off Wendy's work table. I piled them up in a corner of my cage. What fun! Dave, Elliot, Rich, Stacy, Rob, Mona, Art, Jimmy, Nancy, Les, Ryan, Elizabeth, Judy, Roy, and Paris. Wow, did I love to entertain them all. I humored them when they stuck out their arms and let me fly from one to the other. I loved to listen to Stacy Rose on the stereo. I liked her song Chickens and Sheep the best, but she didn't sing that too often. I eventually figured out what this thing called a video camera was. Each time I saw Wendy videotaping me while I was eating or misbehaving, I felt like a movie star. If they had an Academy Award for birds, I know I would have been a contender, since Wendy sent out the videotapes worldwide and decorated his website with photos of me. All his friends and customers soon got to know me, and when they visited Wendy and me in the shop, they became my friends too. I'm likely the most videotaped Oriole in the world. Sometimes I had to wear sunglasses when I went out in public to avoid the bird paparazzi. On many occasions during warm weather, Wendy took me outside in my little blue cage so I could hang out with other birds who were using the fish pond as a bird bath. Many of the neighborhood birds came to look at me, talk bird talk to me, and just watch me in my cage. I snubbed them all because I was an indoor bird and could not identify with them. I understood people talk, not bird language. Wendy and Karen were my family, and all their friends were my friends. I'm not sure why, but I was fascinated with telephones. I loved to eat the buttons and tiny parts. Wendy thought he would be cute one day when he put a junk phone in my cage for me to play with. Forget it. Did he think I was a bird brain? My friend Walt sent me special food all the way from the West Coast. He's painting one of his model airplanes as a tribute to me. My other friend George is doing an oil painting of me. It's so great being famous. Stacy and Rob always visited me, along with Art and Mona, when Wendy and Karen went on trips. I loved to hide on them in my secret places, so that they couldn't find me right away. Once I even hid behind Wendy's model airplane, which was hanging on the cellar wall. What fun being mischievous and driving everyone crazy. Wendy and Karen once went on vacation for 3 weeks to visit their friends Elliot and Mandy in England. I didn't like being alone that long with only a few friends and family members to check on me daily, so I punished them by being testy when they got back. While they were away, I pulled out all my feathers and tail to make them feel guilty. They never went away for 3 weeks again. I used to love to take several bird baths a day in the small casserole dish that Karen put in my cage. It was even more fun if I could spray Wendy or shake the water all over him when I'd fly on his shoulder or land on his head. During my lifetime, I became a gourmet. I loved seedless red grapes, navel oranges, pepperoni, pears, brisket, meatloaf with gravy, and cashew nuts. Karen often surprised me with little treats like pancakes, waffles, and homemade blueberry muffins. treats. Every Friday night, Wendy and Karen would come home with an extra piece of pepperoni for me from their pizza at Trackside Italian Eatery. I looked forward to that all week. I escaped from the house twice to the scary outdoors. Luckily, I was smart enough to fly to Wendy's shoulder, especially once when it was raining hard and very cold outdoors. Forget outside. Give me a warm cage, air conditioning in the summer, and unlimited gourmet food. My one bird friend was a sun conure named Freddie, who came to visit and stayed with us once in a while. He wasn't able to fly, but boy could he eat. Everyone laughed a lot when I mugged Freddie by flying past him grabbing his banana. We hung out together and got to be good bird buddies. We ate out of the same bowl and sometimes we would visit each other's cages. I got gifts on Christmas, just like any other child. Bernie sent me a fat stuffed Oreo, but I was scared to death of him, so Wendy made him a Christmas tree ornament. I didn't like people decorating my cage as if I were a parakeet. No mirrors or bells or stuffed toys. I'm a manly bird. Of course I did a few naughty things, but never on purpose. I once bit poor Brian's eye because it was so shiny looking. At times I also bit Wendy's eye, and he nicknamed me Eye Biter for a while. When the guys were hanging around in Wendy's shop having pizza for lunch, I would steal a slice of pepperoni right off the pie. I loved warm, soft pepperoni. They were so entertained by this. I once flew upstairs and hid on the kitchen fan. They soon found me because they saw my tail hanging out at the end of the blade. It annoyed me that they never wanted me upstairs where the fancy furniture was. What was I, chopped liver? I liked to hide in the light fixture near Wendy's desk. One night when Wendy and Karen went to the movies, I hid under the refrigerator in the laundry room. Very cool. I had secret hideouts behind the VCRs, in the magazine holders, on the computer desk, and anywhere that I could be a little nosy. When Karen opened the freezer in the laundry room to take out some meat, I hopped in just out of curiosity. It's a good thing that she went looking for me, or I would have been one frozen bird. I had some idiosyncrasies. I loved to eat fish food that was meant for the goldfish in the tank across the room from my cage. Roosting on top of the tank was fun and was one of my favorite places to have a bird's eye view of the workshop. I also liked the shelf under the computer monitor, where the keyboard was. I was so cheeky to attack the mouse when it clicked. I liked to sit on Karen's hand when she typed on the computer. I used to wonder why I was so much smaller than everyone in Wendy's shop. I guess that was because I was a bird, not a human. I loved scissors. Wendy had a little set in his shop, and any time he used them, I would go into attack mode. That evolved into watching him use 2 fingers as pretend scissors. We would duel, Wendy with his fingers and I with my beak, until one of us got tired and gave up the fight. I liked to visit Dr. Castoldi, who took care of me over the years. He was very good when I was sick. Once I got loose in his office and flew into a glass wall. Ouch. I guess I wasn't the smartest guy around. Towards the end of my life, I could only use one leg. I hopped around and everyone had to be careful not to step on me. Then I had a bad accident and wedged my head between the bars of my cage. Many times it appears as if I'd get well. I flew short flights and Wendy and Karen were so optimistic, but I was a delicate creature, and by that time I was an old delicate creature. During the last weeks of my life, Wendy would hold me in his lap while he read or watched television. He would stroke my head and Karen would kiss me. I knew I was loved and treasured for my entire life.
Bite me. Now, one of the things, this is true, I have to do, if you've ever had a baby bird, at the end of every feeding, you have to clean him with a Q-tips, because he gets all dirty eating. Oh yeah, just fall asleep in my hands here. Anyway, we're about an hour away from leaving. We've had a lot of rain lately, so we haven't had really any time to practice, but we've had good company with Brodak bird. So Brodak bird, say goodbye. The van is loaded. You're going to the babysitter. And I don't want to come back and find out you've gained weight and you know how to fly. See, he doesn't know how to fly it. He likes doing this. In fact, when I'm over on a computer doing my email, what he does, he sits on my wristwatch while I'm doing computer work. Anyway, we're going to be back. Baby, we'll be back in 5 days. I know you'll miss me. Oh, Brodak bird. Now, if you'd like a Brodak bird, Brodak is going to kit this bird. with Purdue chicken parts, I think. I don't know. He's cute though. We're off. We're playing with Peeps. What do you think, Peeps? What do you think?
He's very camera friendly. You like the camera?
He's a show-off. Hey, he's eating the camera now.
I came down here before and he was like, beep, 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 beep. I just fed him.
You just feed him baby food?
I fed him baby food.
She was feeding him a banana. Look, isn't this great entertainment? You can have a bird on one hand. A bird in the hand is worth 2 Brodak videos on the TV. Where'd Peabody go? Outside? You gotta go get my decals. I'm not impressed at all. Shut that off and put on the Audubon channel. Put that Audubon channel on. Quit playing. Hey, you can't eat my VCR here. Stop it. He takes a bath. Hey! Hey, you're getting the camera wet? You're getting my 4 strokes wet? Yeah, take a bath. That's it. Well, I'm not looking. All of a sudden, he's eating my OS ports. Hey, you bet. Go load the car, go down to your contest. Just leave me plenty of little model airplane parts to eat while you're gone. Look, he's eating videos now. Hey! Hey! I'm not kidding, Peeps. I'm not kidding. We're going without you. Originally going to take him down there. He has a little traveling cage, of course, but since he's been on bad behavior, basically he's been eating labels, eating the ceiling, eating Mike's plane parts, eating tune pipes, flying around the shop, and doing what birds do best. And you know what that is. They turn food into poops. That's why we call them Peeps. Bird, you're always dying to get on the camera. What's going on here? Hey, but I'm liking birds less and less as this time is going by. Yeah, I saw that. Look at it. Yeah, make a nest in there. Go ahead, Chicky. This morning, I know this is a coincidence even I can't believe. Bob Zambelli called this morning. He hit a bird over the weekend. Didn't hurt the bird, hit him with the flying line. Hey! Can't even start a day off here. Anyway, what I did, come on, get out of here. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the top of this. And I'm going to spend probably the better part of the day. I have to make, look at this bird. Somebody's going to hit you. I have to make some parts here, and then I have to put the engine back in. Make sure I haven't moved any of the alignment. I've been filling inside here. I took a brush and some fiberglass resin and got some inside some of these cracks. Let me show this up close. Yeah. Look, he's just dying to get on camera. Yeah, birds. Now while I'm paint is drying, I made myself some snow cones. Look who's eating snow cones. Hey, those are my snow cones, you know. He's gonna knock it over. You're gonna knock it over, dumb bird. Birds don't eat snow cones. Look at this. He's eating snow cones. Snow cones. I can't even work on my computer here. He's eating snow cones. Hard to believe. If you didn't see this with your own eyes, you wouldn't believe it. Hey, can't you be more help? You want to go live in Paducah, Kentucky? You're going. You're going to Tiger Cat Heaven down at Charlie Reeves' house. Look at this. He's such a big help. And talk to your relatives about not flying into the plane. Your ex-relatives. Buried on Boot Hill. Hey, come on, say hello. Freddie checking everything out, making sure everything's the way he likes it. You got his playpen? Uh-oh, there's Freddie's. Oh, Chicky's gonna hate that play. You know, we had a playpen like this for Chicky, and he hated it.
You have to move him over.
I gotta move him over. Hey, Freddie, come on, see the camera. You want to be a movie star? You want to be a movie star? You could be as famous as Dub Jet. You could be the Dub Jet of birds.
Come on, Fred.
You could be Rich Oliver. You could be Wendy. Chicky's, the first day, Chicky usually doesn't get along with him, and then after that, they get to be buddies, little by little.
Freddie.
Not that quickly. Freddie.
Hi, Freddie.
Freddie. I don't know, Freddie. Bomber Command doesn't need any more animals in his house. He's hiding on Brodak Nobler tapes. Chicky, come on out. He's your brother. You gotta like him. Come on. He's your brother. He's your brother. You just had different mothers and fathers. Come on. How entertaining is he gonna be this time? There he is. Come on. You guys gonna be buddies? He's a little bigger than you, but everybody's got a bigger brother. Look, you could sit on his perch if you want. He doesn't want to sit on a perch. That's it, Freddie. Enough. We've had enough. You want to go live in Houston? You want to go live in Houston? I don't think so. Okay, next up is Keith. From Tucson, Arizona.
That river you come over here, that flows north, Pittsburgh. All south of Pittsburgh. There ain't no state road there. I do too, but yeah. That windsock may dry out sometime and start working.
Hey, how are you doing this morning, Mr. Mike?
Eddie?
Doing great.
You enjoy the junkyard?
Absolutely.
How about that airplane with
The
me and
first
Joe?
one.
That first, that's me and Joe Gilbert. That sucker was good, man. Couldn't believe
If
it.
it had a wing spar, you could have done the whole pattern.
I know it. He did.
Don't you guys know about wing spars?
I don't know. You see that wing?
I know, it was flapping like
But
my...
it didn't matter, man.
I've
It
seen
was
pigeons
going.
flap more than that.
Yeah, that was wonderful. That was great. That thing was fun.
I've seen this guy
Yes.
Yeah, it was a great junkyard wars. That was one of the best.
It was one of the best.
And that poor guy that couldn't get, had the three-bladed prop, then he,
just didn't-
Maxwell, two-bladed prop.
power.
Yeah, just, that motor
Howard
must have
was
been
hauling
sicker.
it on that first flight. It was
Yeah.
getting, boy. That little LA-25 was honking.
Next year, put a wing spar in it. Bring an arrow shaft or something. Maybe you're not allowed to do it. Deep Crossel, second official. But we can't back up anymore. We've already got our guy coming within inches of our back right now at this location. So we're a little better downwind anyway. Next up is Bob Zandelli.
Okay, you said the wind's coming from everywhere, so...
It is.
It's coming mainly across Windy's Hat.
Prevails.
You're not recording, are you?
Camera sees all.
We're going to shove up
Okay.
early, me and Phil.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
See you later. You
next
told
week,
him you're
Wendy?
passing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Bob Zandoli took a pass. Next up is Danny Banjock. Okay. Danny Banjock next. All right, this is the end of Joe Gilbert's flight, and then Kent's up after Joe Gilbert, and it's blowing in this general direction.
There's Brenda.
I'm not getting wet. You're my son. All right. I don't think it little puffy.
save! Nice save! Good save! Good save! Woo! Whoa! Nice save! Nice save! Good save! Good save! Woo!
One daggone flight.
Well,
I like the detail. I like the controls on that.
oh, it's tough.
Really?
There's only one push back, too.
Want to watch? I'm trying to talk to my buddy Timmy on the flying. That wasn't green airplane. What it is.
Well, let's see how it goes.
Alright, now that's the, those are going nuts. This is where it is.
Look at the brake.
No,
Oh, the strainer, yeah. Yeah, well, look at, you know, one blowing one way. Look at the trees around it. Everywhere it's going different directions. Not bouncing over this either. I know, this is 40.
You're the top loading too.
Okay, that's $200 credit for work. That's what's important. Tim Doherty just telling everybody, he's pissed off. If you can't help it, you can do it for 200 and I'm doing it for 2,000.
What does he have?
$200 for motor, $200 for gas.
I can buy a really awesome pack. 10,
They've got 4,000, 4,500, 35 feet. So it's $300 a car. Then he got the first one back in the 70s.
They don't like it on that side. Lining up a little bit. None of the planes are done well on that side. I'm crazy about the wind on that side. Yeah.
Realistically, he's not getting bounced around much worse than anybody else.
That's true.
He's just half the way to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would have preferred him not to fly because we haven't got that many flights on it. Alright, good, hang on to that. There you go.
Now, what is the age between you and Jack?
15 years.
Really? He's closer to me.
If he stands it up, he'll be alright.
Yeah, he's good. Oh, he's completely vertical with it. Look at this.
He's going to want to do something stupid.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if we got that tremendous save on video, but the wind was really blowing. And we lived to fight another day. Yeah, it's blowing in all different directions now. And we had a God shined upon us with a very good save somewhere in that flight. I don't even know where. Vertical 8, I think. Somewhere. I'll have to look back at this video and see how funny it is. Kent really looked like he had the worst there and got through, only flipped the plane over on landing. Not sure about the scores. We'll go look at them later. We want to see what kind of entertainment value is left while I don't think anybody's left to fly. I think Denny had the last flight. They're rolling up the tent as we speak. What a round 2. Very memorable round 2. Yeah. Just fly fast. Fast and big. Young Matt is my boy of the future. Don, I got all the respect in the world for you for helping him. You're on my preferred grandfather list. I don't know what that's worth, but something. Free pizza at my house or something. Careful, Matt. Easy. We want to go home with the plane. It's really coming now. Just fly it out, Matt, when it's like that. Fly it out, my boy. Got some good decision-making power there, sneaking in a few extra laps. Very good. Yeah, he's got plenty of gas, right? Come on, Matt. Come on, baby. Back up fast as you can. Whip it up into this loop. Now back up in this leg. Now hope it, hey, all right, all right. He's got it, he's got it. What a guy, what a guy. There you go, do the run, run, run thing. Before the hourglass, run, run, run. Good boy.
One more time.
Faster, faster. Good. All right. Excellent, excellent.
I used it for the overhead.
Yeah, now just get ready to back up real quick in case.
Right now, yours are too long.
Ah, he got through.
I got to break them right now. Yours are too long.
Oh, okay.
Down too far. I'm going to go one more maneuver.
One more. And then land it without flipping it over, breaking the rudder. Walk into it. When it's landing, downwind, just walk into it. It'll go sideways and stop at about 3 feet. All right, Matt, back up, back up, back up. All right. Yay! Whoa! What a guy, what a guy.
How many? 15.
Oh my God!
I said to him, I said, if you leave before they get here, then he will pay you when he sees you on the field.
And that wasn't good enough.
No. And I didn't have any money because we had the van.
Who are you talking about, crew?
Yeah, he wanted the extra money. He said, I'm leaving. I said,
What extra money?
Then I owed it.
She owed him.
Oh, you owed him.
She owed him for the fuel, but I told her I'd give her money.
$7.
And what's the fuel, 22?
26.
Oh, okay.
Didn't she, when you sold it, wasn't it like $16?
Yeah, but...
Okay, you find that logic somewhere?
I don't get
And I know they didn't, there's still some flights to go. I don't know if they're going to continue them or restart them or what.
I'm getting a little wet. I'm moving around.
The local hobby shop. Everything that we got here, if I had to, I got it.
No, everything's in the room already.
Well, we didn't stay for the trophy presentation. It looked like it was going to be a couple hours, and Karen and I are really, we've had a long, extra long week, and we wanted to get back home, but absolutely a great week. Absolutely. It just is one that's going in the record books. And you know, the rain we have, we're going at the same speed as the rain. We're probably going to have the same rain for most of the trip. But it was a wonderful time. And the rain's now. 2 weeks from now, we'll be heading out to the Nationals, basically out the same way. So just hope the weather's, hope it isn't raining this bad inside the Pittsburgh tunnels there and on the way back. Now, if you want to see some free electricity, Green Planet electricity, on the way out here, these windmills weren't turning at all. It looks like they're going about 100 miles an hour right now. Boy, they are spinning away, baby. That is wild. That is, those suckers are really moving, boy. That is free electricity. Kit Atini. That's a nice name. Kit Atini. Blue Mountain Tunnel. How cute the Blue Mountain Tunnel is. Never get tired of these tunnels. I'm not sure why. We've even been treated to a beautiful sun shower on the way home. You just can't believe the last week's weather. Look at this sun shower. Perfectly sunny out. Raining like crazy. Fighting the rain showers these guys are riding. Sun showers. And we always stop on the way back or the way there or both at this Cracker Barrel, and there's always a family of geese at this pond, and they always have, guess what they have? Goslings. Goslings. Big ugly geese. Cute little goslings. Oh, here come those suckers that feed us. Hello. Hello. I bet you guys think I have food. Hey, guys, they're big. They're not even babies anymore. They must have been born early. Look at these little guys. Hey. Quack, 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 quack. You're a goose. You're a goose. You're a goose. Don't you guys even know you're geese? Hey. Hey, I'm not going to hurt your babies, you big baby. Hey. 3. You had 6 last year. Ah! They're here every year. Oh yeah, every year. You gotta have something to feed them though. Now on the way out, we'll get a roll. Don't eat all your roll of butter or something. Wait till you see how they fall in love. They'll take right out of your hand. You can see they're well trained. Hey, goslings. He loves goslings. Hey, hello. 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 Yeah, sit down, you lazy gosling. He sits down. When I come out of the restaurant, I'll have something for you to eat, gosling. I know, I know, I know. Forget the public relations. What? Who loves me more, you or you? Billy will save you a buttered roll. A buttered roll. That's how we make friends with birds, our feathered friends. You're one buttered roll from a gosling sandwich. You can't go wrong on a trip if you stop at Cracker Barrel and feed the geese. Feed the geese. We're behind Cracker Barrel and Billy found out they're having a little impromptu Chevy truck car show here. '64?
54.
Oh, they were having some kind of a little show. 30th annual show. Antique truck.
This is what a Suburban looked like.
In the very beginning. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Wow, that's nice. Very cool. This guy came up from Virginia.
Yeah, I think we drove.
These things are in a nice shape.
This is beautiful.
Look at the decking. Wow, nice. Nice where he's got the original plates?
1952.
52. How cool is this? We're waiting for the women there. Oh, there's another one over here. I didn't even see this one. Massachusetts 51. Boy, you never know what you're going to see on a windy video. I don't even know, and I'm the one making the video. Forest Service, so he restored it to be maybe it was an original forest vehicle. Nice paintwork on these. They're done like cars. It's pretty neat. I like the color of the grill. That's probably the very authentic color to hit. It's 51. Massachusetts 51. I like John Brodak's that restored the one
That was hot.
Brodak did. That
I don't think I've seen one of those since I was a little kid.
See how nice the paint was on that? Brodak, well, I mean Brookins buffed that all out.
Hey, you missed how close Bill went from smack.
We fed them, and we couldn't figure out why they weren't that excited about being fed. We looked at the other side of the parking lot. Somebody put 30 loaves of bread on the other side of the parking lot.
Yeah, go.
Are you guys done shopping?
Linda's just paying.
Okay. Home again, jiggity jig. Home again, jiggity jig. And as you can expect, for the rest of the trip home through Pennsylvania and Jersey, it poured like we were going over Niagara Falls in a barrel without the barrel. But I guess that's part of the Brodak 2009 story. The story was, a lot of it was the weather. Great weather at the beginning of the week, variable at the end of the week, but it never stopped anybody from having fun. Well, we're back in the house. We're unloaded, and we're going to get the plane. We've got 2 weeks to get ready for the Nationals, of which about half is taken up with doctor visits, and we only get to fly the plane till 8 o'clock in the morning, so we may not be as prepared as we normally are or normally would be. But one of the things I wanted to see is, now that we're going to fly off pavement, if I can get a set of wheel pants on here. That was one of my things. And we got a really special thing to end this video with, or almost the end anyway. And on the last day, Bernie had given Karen and I this wonderful gift, which I think is just so special. And it's just something that brings tears to my eyes, because he actually is like having Chicky in the shop. And as I look at him, he's going to go on my desk as a permanent part of my my office here. And he's a perfect complement to the year of the tribute plane from Bernie Trent, and we thank you so much. And that will be on my desk, along with some of the other very special things that I have, gifts from other people. There's just, well, the wonderful little Typhoon I got from Ron Keith. Bernie Trent's Chicky, John Cafaro, of course the Testarossas. And now there's no room for the Ducati. We got to put the Ducati up on a shelf. So from Carlos Serra, wonderful gifts, wonderful memories. Anyway, I don't know how this Brodak, even though we really didn't fly as well as we would have liked to, we had some wonderful times with new friends, wonderful times with old friends, and it's only going to get better in the future. And we'll see on the next tapes, which look like they're going to be, because of the way this season worked out, the 2009 Nats. And we'll see you then. Thanks for joining us. The projects that I'm going to work on, and by the way, we have a little bit of time at the end of this video, and I thought I'd work on, I'm going to gold leaf up this frame and put it up in my train room where my collection of railroad memorabilia is. And thank you very much, Ray Dory, of course. And of course, congratulations to all the winners at all the Brodaks. And actually, if you've been to a Brodak and not been a winner, you're still a winner too. But we got a little time at the end of this DVD, and what I wanted to do is include some of the memories. And our video library goes back to 1987, of course. We've got over 1,100 master copies. I'm going to make a little collage of outtakes. See if you can figure out what year these are from. Here's another thing. Some of the people, of course, are a lot younger. Some of the people aren't with us anymore. I'll leave it to you to figure that out, but we got a little bit of time. This is a collage actually from 22 years of shooting videos and the great memories that we all share. And I hope we'll see you on the 2009 Nats tapes, which will be our next presentation. And I hope you've enjoyed our presentation of the 2009 Brodak Nats and this little bonus at the end. Thanks for joining us. Hey, and if you're not a subscriber, could be a good time to subscribe.
I don't know what the deal was. He had to take an attempt.
Who's left to fly back here? This round? This is it. Well, I'm tense. Yeah, I'm like, it might be 2 hours away. I could go here. I could go get something to eat. Hey, Hoffelder, you're a real sport. If you were some young girl, we wouldn't mind that in a bikini. String bikini. Nobody wants to see 80-year-old guys smoke their pipe, you know. How you doing? No, I know what it is. I know it's I wanted to get all the kids on video. Yeah, one is dead. One is dead. This one is dead. Yeah, they're buried.
What a landing. Outrageous. Outrageous. How'd you do, Kaz? Get your second flight?
Yeah. Pretty bad.
Bad? Didn't go up? Score didn't go up?
No.
No! Go fly again. Beautiful airplane. Craig, how you doing with your fuel consumption? Worked out?
You haven't worked out.
Okay, good. I got mine, I hope, on track. Randy Smith's made a couple good suggestions, and it's been a little bit of a help. What we wound up doing is changing the stinger diameter on the plane, and then going to the rubber stinger to try to get more mileage. Less mileage. We were down to using only 3.5 ounces of fuel. Mike, did you have a problem? 9.5 minutes, you said?
9 minutes.
9 minutes you ran?
Yep.
You know what would work out there?
All right, this is the beginning of the 1990 Nationals. This is Warren Tiart, and this is his old-time stunt entry. Trying to get a little bit of footage here. We have a little problem with the field right now. It's in pretty shitty condition, I've been told. That's the mild way of putting it, but anyway, the AMA has given us the usual amount of disrespect we deserve. We have no place to fly, so we're going to shoot some footage in the parking lot of the various planes. You want to tell us about the plane, Warren?
It was designed by Walt Luciano, and it appeared in July '51, and I think Air Trails or whatever it was. And it was it's a round fuselage, and the reason I went at it is John Misk suggested that it would be an ideal subject because it has a thick wing. The wing is about 2 inches thick, and it has about 570 square inches. So I built it, and it took me a long time, but it's finally done, and it flies pretty well. And so I did things kind of in the, hopefully in the spirit of 52. There are no ink lines or anything, but I rubbed it out so it looks nice, even though there's no appearance points involved. Basically, that's it.
This is an entry for the old-time stunt event only?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I hadn't been on that since 1950, so it's been 40 years. That's done in SIG.
SIG dope?
SIG dope.
It looks like it has a real nice finish on it.
It's a beauty.
Thanks to all your help.
No, of course. Send money. Forget about the help.
Right. Yeah. Gorham silver polish.
One screw.
Oh, let's look inside.
All right, but someone has to have a screwdriver.
Let me break it out of there.
Here, you hold on to this.
Give me that tire iron. We'll get it right out.
Allen wrench.
Let's see what that looks like on the bottom. I love to look at these.
It's filled with dirt, and we haven't even flown here yet.
Did you fly it here in the Dust Bowl or not?
Not yet.
It's running a standard round 6-ounce bottle tank.
The round tank, okay.
Yeah.
You did the motor, I assume.
Yeah, the little that's done to the motor. It's running Uniflow in a tank with 2 clunks soldered together.
Kind of standard technology.
Yeah, it runs pretty standard. We've been running that tank for about 30 years. And
not this specific tank. He gave me a.
Yeah, I gave him an old.
Well, there's been baby bottles around for longer than that.
Yeah, but the Uniflow version about 30 years.
Well, since there's been Uniflow babies, that's for sure.
There was supposed to be wheel pants for it, but Midgley said he'd make them for me, and he had a baby.
Midgley
instead.
punked out for the simple reason his wife had a baby.
See, get a shot of this. See the little defect there?
Yeah, I'd drill him on appearance
and
points.
this here, I'm not sure what that was, and he goofed there.
No, this is where Midgley put the paint on to try.
One flight, we'll sand this puppy right down to Bearwood.
I don't want to have to buff it.
One flight. And we have a new takeoff. It's called hand launch. You scream for a timer and throw it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some hand launching at this Nats.
It's 59 ounces and losing.
See in here, this is a combination too of New England grass and Western Pennsylvania grass.
Yeah, it looks like
tell.
it's screaming. That scoop needs some teeth or something.
We need, we believe in stopping to practice on the way to the nets.
In fact, 2 of them I got.
And she's got out 2
Hey Betty, how you doing?
I'm right, you're looking great.
How are you?
Oh, you're
biscuit.
She almost got one the other day. Oh, this is
Thanks. This is for the present.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
So anyway, now just get back
So
to that
anyways,
week.
we're down there, and I'm thinking we should be
You're
flying.
welcome.
And I look at the windsock. I said, Harry, look at the windsock.
He said, what's this
And
for?
you know, the little things are going around, and it's blowing about 15, gusting 20. And the weather vane is doing a 360.
You're kidding.
You don't see anything like
And Art said,
He's got crazy conditions.
Doesn't make any difference.
Smile, Brickhouse. You got it made.
Smile, look at that beautiful deal we got.
Wow.
I got a 45.
That ain't no better.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Oh, shit. Come on, Winnie. Let me show you what we got.
I'm afraid to look.
Come on over.
It's a lot better.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
People say I bitch too
They
much.
shoved it around. It's a lot better.
Maybe they're right.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey, hello. Anything going on in this car we should know about?
No, not a thing.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good.
How's your wife?
All right. How about that? Christ, we can convert Gorbachev here. Hello, Art. How bad is it? Bad or not too bad? Or
It's perfect, man.
okay.
It's
Well, I
perfect.
hear all
That's what
reports it's bad. I want to wait to do my bitching.
That's
till
what
we
I
all
do.
get drunk.
Well, you bitched last year.
It is. That Stuka's a beaut. Whose Stuka is this?
That belongs to that little young man right there in that blue.
Can we get you to flip this over? Looks like we're going to have a record turnout in old time here.
What would you like then?
Just flip it over so we can look at the bottom, the cowling, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Tell us who you are.
Well, I'm Matt Newman. I
Okay,
live
Matt.
in Vincennes here.
Okay.
But it's got a Fox 35 in it with a big art muffler.
Okay.
And
How much does it weigh?
40 ounces.
Ah, that's about right.
Don't discourage you.
Because that's a tough
All tissue.
Yeah.
Doping tissue. I even got the antenna wire. I don't know if you can see the. It's got the little antenna wire. All right. Very nicely finished.
Yeah, I know.
40 ounces.
Airplane the world bill either.
No.
I heard that old goddamn fuselages.
That's a
Get all
beaut.
this crap wrapped up and try to get
Wonder how long it's going to be before people watching this video are getting sick of me saying it's a beaut. Probably sick of it already. Well, tough. I'm going to stop saying it's a beaut. We're going to use a new word. We're in Butte, Montana. How about that?
What are you bringing next year?
Yeah, she looks nice. Good luck. Fierce wheelbarrow.
Todd Lee from Kansas flying a twin. Nobler. Godly, senior, 17 years old.
Just leave the filter off till it runs a little bit. It'll take care of itself.
This is the strangest thing. Just throwing stuff out. I've never seen this thing do this. What could be doing this?
It's telling you don't want to find it.
I think it is. I mean, look.
Hey, something's siphoning the buffer, Bill. It's not See, look at the tank. Look at
You're leaking fuel, Bill.
The tank is running. Look at this.
Can you pinch that off, Frank?
You know what? I'll bet you.
You got the vents reversed?
No, I didn't reverse anything, but I might have pinched off. I bet I did.
Well, we solved the problem. Bill left the Kleenex in the exhaust when he put the engine. See, from cleaning the engine, what he's been doing every night is cleaning the motor, cleaning all the dirt out of the motor. And he plugged up the exhaust port with Kleenex, never took the Kleenex out, so we're going to obviously take a look at that right now.
I can't say that. I'm flying good, or not a lot. Early.
See, you know what was really happening, Bill? When it went to exhaust, the shit went right back in. Oh, there it is.
I didn't know you got contest jitters. How about a round of applause?
Yay! Just show some of the really nice detail right there. Much. This is Steve Busso, and this is his model. We just dragged him out of the pool. Let's hear a little bit about the Zap Gang.
A little about the Zap Gang or this thing?
Well,
machine.
The machine.
The machine.
I thought the name of this plane is the Zap Machine.
No, the Zap Machine. It's a Super Kestrel. That's my design. I saw the plans. They're available through Pro Stunt Products.
No, can't mention Post Stunt Products on this video.
Post Stunt Products?
Post Stunt.
Okay. All right. It's the prototype, first one that's been built yet. 745 squares, weighs 70 ounces, ready to fly. 2¼ ounces of tip weight. Big Jim, Hemi Head 60.
What kind of muffler is that,
That's
Steve?
the Czech muffler.
The Czech one? Okay.
Yes, that's a special order. I have another one coming, and that's sponsored. Is that Kaz? Whoa, bang. Heads up.
Casminato just
crashed into the front of the
Hey, watch where you're going, funny boy. Just run into somebody here. Oh, who's that, Kenny Stout? Oh my God. He's just been done in by Casminato.
Let's go, let's go. This is an interview.
Come on, you're on national television here. You're wasting my time. Hi, Janet.
It's important.
Well, now let's see if anybody can run you over while we're talking.
Yes, exactly. How's my hair? Perfect?
Yeah, you look good. Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Gee, how many flights do I have? I have 3 flights on it last Tuesday. It's that close. I've test flown at the NAT, so I'm not that worried about it.
No problem.
No problem. All right, we've got SIG, we've got Patcher, we've got PPG on this airplane. White and black are SIG on all the previous coats and undercoats is SIG. The green, yellow, and pink is made by Patra for RC cars, for the Lexan car bodies. And it is coated with PP&G product and acrylic urethane. DAU 82. It's called Deltron. And that is hand rubbed, starting with 1,000 grit, then 1,200, then 2,000, then polishing compound and liquid ebony. Thanks to Mike Rogers, who turned me on to it. Now I have enough liquid ebony to do 7 Trailways buses.
Mike Rogers doesn't turn me on at all.
Oh, really? I'll tell him that.
I already did.
It's Big Jim construction technology kind of thing. You know, it's got the V-air dam in there. Decent amount of air cooling coming out the bottom. Landing gear is movable forward and backwards. You like the chrome landing gear?
That's a nice scoop, yeah.
You like it?
Excellent.
Yep.
I like the whole plane.
It took 5 hours to make it look like chrome. Z-plane.
Z-plane, that's cute.
This is pretty much sponsored by Pacer Technology.
And they give you what, 250,000 to use their products? Or?
A year, yeah.
A little less? Okay.
As long as I wear their hat.
Oh, your hat?
Yeah, the hat.
Where do you see your hat?
The hat's in the car.
Okay.
I know, I should have the hat on
have
now.
mine.
I know. But at least I have some.
You're doing public relations here.
Where's this going? Is this like Wendy's Rough Cut Nats video?
Yeah, you never know what comes out on my video. Look, you're supposed to have fun when you do videos.
Right.
You know, this isn't Gone with the Wind.
Right. So it, I mean, 3 flights, what do you know about it? It flies.
It's like a new girlfriend. They're all fun on the 3rd date.
That's right. I mean, it seems to be stable, level, balanced correctly. I put, out of 3 flights, 2 full patterns in it. You know what?
Must have done something right.
Something. It's square. It's stiff. If it was lighter, that'd be great. But at 70 ounces, which is the heaviest thing I've built since an RC airplane, it seems to do okay.
Well, good luck in a concourse, judging. That's all I got to say.
Well, thank you.
It looks good.
Coming from Mr. 20-pointer, that's something.
Well, maybe that's a 20-pointer. Who on the video? God, let's have some class. Class? Now I heard you're selling these for $14.95 each.
Yes. Orders taken.
Orders taken.
No delivery date.
He was flying this morning. It looked great. We'll try to get a little thing on this on the video here. When it's his turn in the rotation.
I can put it up and fly for you.
No, I just want to see the bottom. Is that yours or is that Scott's? Or is there a difference? I heard you had 2 of them.
I've got 3 of them actually.
Yeah, let me just focus in on it. All right, we'll try to get some video of this, that's for sure. Tractor stunt.
I guess I might as well show you before you see it.
Come look at it on this side.
Uh-oh. Is this going to be obscene or anything?
Look how I spelled it.
Tractor stunt. Oh, Jesus. Look at this guy.
I didn't find that until my neighbor came over after I had all the clear on the airplane.
Oh, my God.
And she says to me, she says,
Randy, you better fire him.
what's tractor stunt? And I said, what?
Tractor stunt.
I said, oh, hell. I said, that's a tractor without an R.
You didn't want to buy another sheet of letraset, huh? Cheapo.
You know, you put them on backwards.
Yeah, well.
I just forgot the damn R.
I've never done that, Bill. All my lettering is edited and
I see that.
professionally done. That is great. I love it. That'd probably be the high point of the video.
Yeah, that's what I was
Bill Simons, Alan Brickhouse on the right. Jim Reddick's plane from St. Mary's, Georgia. Taking off with his T-34 while Randy Smith is flying his counter-rotator in the back. A lot of action on the field tonight. I think we're going to try to go get some flying. This is Randy Smith. I don't know what this is going to sound like on the video, but it's awesome in real life. You can hardly hear the motor run for the prop noise. It really is a whiny sound. Lou McFarlane flying back to Lexington with his wife. His own personal T-34. Notice one prop is still turning. Watch, the other prop's going to stop right about now. Let's see. There it is. There it just stopped. Is that dynamite? There's Lou McFarlane taxiing in. Ready, I guess, for his takeoff. One of the most classy guys in stunt. Now retired, flies in his own personal plane. Love it. And it's a beauty. Suarez, New Milford, Connecticut.
God's country, huh? I got a buddy that's got a 9-acre farm.
Yeah.
Well, you start changing different.
Yeah.
Different water with different areas, which got different chemicals in it, you get in trouble. We call it you carry your own water with you. I carry my own water in the other side.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Problem cured. Hell, I thought I was dying of some wreck.
Yeah. Oh, that's not
fun. Intestinal disease. I got to shit my dog
Get ready for the world's best old-time flight.
Okay.
Warren Thiard is getting ready to put that trophy right in his living room.
You pick up some planes and they feel like sandpaper. Those moving ones rolling in the phone.
Jettison rockets.
Sucked it up. Well, let's get used to this bag. Today's beautiful.
It doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
No, this won't get any better. I was afraid of that bad wind. I was flying in yesterday to blow out some of these pieces, and I was getting through it. goddamn thing in the air. Hey, Dick, are you sealed up?
Sounds like the election in my town. You go to vote and the mayor's already celebrating.
The planes aren't even here yet.
Oh, they said 3 o'clock sharp. No, not 1 minute late.
Oh, no. Now you come back up and
Fine candy red, my favorite color.
got the prop they're not going to fly the plane with on here. The wheel pants that they're not going to fly the plane with. A lot of cheating going on here. I'm making mental notes. Who isn't going to fly with these props tomorrow? Who isn't going to have that nice spinner fit come tomorrow morning?
Mundro.
Now, that was 1991. That was almost 20 years ago. And I luckily enough, wound up with a second place there. Bill Rich was third, Bob Hunt was fourth, Ted Fancher was fifth, and Paul, of course, won. But that's not the story of the event, because what's the story is, look at this woolly-haired kid, Todd Lee, who was a senior then. Robbie Hunt was a junior, and when I go back and look at these pictures of that Nats, and of course it's always an adventure, I just wonder, you know, if I could have looked into the future 20 years and seen how my life was evolving. I was living with Chris McMillan then, and that's where he invented the name. In fact, it was right on that flight that I think he started this thing of El Mundro, and I don't know, I'm not sure how or where it evolved, but that was just some of the really fun stuff from the 1991 Nats. And of course we have every Nats going back to 87, every team trials and every Brodaks, and it's always fun. And our trips to Texas, and all of these constitute a documentary to me of the life we've all shared. Now, this old nostalgia stuff is great. Here's some outtakes from the 1993 Nats, and I really hope you're enjoying these. Look at the faces, look at the ages of some of the people. It's very nostalgic to me anyway. Boy, I wish we had video going back to Harold Price's time too.
You're measuring for engine offset? Use the same blade. Don't use a different... Now, flip the blade over. You measure off the same blade, otherwise the prop could be cocked a little bit. You get a wrong reading. Carlos, the best way to do this is you make up...
A G, right?
Listen to what you do. You take an old prop you're not going to use again and cut one blade off and glue a pin to the end.
Okay.
Now the pin is a marker.
Okay.
Because if you measure one blade, who knows that prop could be crooked?
Okay.
What'd you find out? It's okay? Hey.
I'm suddenly having the engine break up.
Tom Niebuhr, how'd you make out in Nostalgia yesterday? No good or good? Huh?
8th or 9th or 10th, I didn't fly a second in the winter.
Pick it up. Let's get some video of it, man. You're a star. J.D. Falcon brings back memories when we was young. Nice paint job. Tell them about the paint job.
Oh, it's metal flake candy orange.
Boy, you can see the sun shining off that now.
Yeah, ultra silver undercoat with a candy orange overcoat.
And what do you got, a big art FP in there?
Big art FP.
They don't have any appearance award in Nostalgia, do they?
I think they might have a special.
Some kind of special, like
I think it's judges concours. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Andy, how'd you make out in Nostalgia yesterday?
I ended up ninth.
Ninth?
I tied for ninth.
That's pretty quick.
Looks great. This is your son's plane? Looks nice, boy. You could be proud of this. Tom Niebuhr's son's plane? Anybody that was young in the New York area in the 60s knows about the J.D. Falcon. One of the nicest designs, I think, prettiest designs. Actually, I think that's how Paul Walker copied his body. I got the feeling he stole his rudder and everything, stole his wingtips. Never paid him. Greg, you built this?
Yes, I did.
Pick it up so we can see the bottom.
Bottom? You want to see the bottom?
Sure we do.
You don't. I just had an accident. I don't want to show you the bottom.
Had an accident? What happened?
I took the landing gear out.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's a victim of the nail spear.
Really? Looks good, looks good. Yeah, you weren't kidding. The paint job come out great. Tom just told me this fella came from Cuba to fly at the Nationals. Haven't met him yet, so I can't give you any details. Cuba. Well, back at the motel after a good session. We're getting ready for concourse judging here. Got our old final shine out. Putting a final coat of wax on this thing. Try to spiffy it up, oil the wheels, get it ready. And usually about this time, we have about an hour before appearance judging, we wind up having various and sundry people come into the room to borrow things. So if they have to come in here and steal all my supplies, we're going to get them on video this time.
Colors.
Oh my God.
I wear a lot of purple and pink.
Oh my God, look at this guy. I'll tell you, he's sold out to purple.
I'm seeing
I'm going to drop the wing flap right in the middle of the wing. So,
is that what I'm seeing there?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're seeing.
So what do you have, a 60 in here? I got a whole flight of this on video this morning.
Oh God, really?
It was one of your better ones.
Wheel.
You'll want to save it for finals day, believe me.
Well, I put a bunch of nose weight in it and made it a whole lot friendlier. I can't fly Paul Walker's trim setup.
Well, if I give you a basketball, you won't be Michael Jordan either, you know? Neither will I, though.
That's a good.
Good analogy,
Good
right?
analogy.
I bought ass sneakers, went to play basketball, got my ass kicked. Didn't make a bit of difference.
Well, I know,
can jump for hamburgers,
I know I'm
though.
a little prejudiced, but I think he built it pretty plain.
I think it's just, my wife would be drooling. Pink and purple, her two favorite colors.
That's mine
oh
too.
my God.
You should see how much pink and purple I have in my closet.
Oh, don't tell
Hey,
me.
that purple, the 70 Challenger Plum Poly.
Yeah,
Remember the
yeah,
70
yeah.
Challenger?
I remember it well. I painted my one plane, the Chrysler car. I painted the thing with the wing on the back. What was it? Not a Charger, Plymouth something. I went and got a color, lazy lime or crazy lime or something. Came home and I said, this is it. Concord. Didn't win. That's what matters.
I watched your video.
That'll get you 6 rows. Backwards. Backwards.
Backwards.
Oh, you spelled Walker's name wrong. That's pretty insulting.
Just use your towel under yours.
Spelled his name wrong.
Yeah, it's Volker. V-A-L-K-E-R. Gotta check those lecture set sheets.
That's a wubby.
Great, Mom.
Hey, now that's my line. That's my line.
It's a nice paint.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I see you've got the optional wing gear.
Yeah. I tried both, but I like this first.
Need some more mop and glow, Joe. Well, Lorraine is great. She dressed up to match somebody else's plate. That's really gonna help a lot. She's in full berry colors today.
He's 21 this year.
Good. Excellent. Hi.
Hey, you dressed up for the wrong plane. Bob's is the yellow one.
Hi, Karen.
Karen, say hello.
Hi, Karen.
Girls, surround me and rub my body all you want.
Where's your plane? Oh, there.
That's okay. Jimmy's got the center spot, see?
Yeah.
And the arrow.
Yeah, well, but it's... Oh.
You know, if they wanted you to put a towel down, Joe should have brought one of those tablecloths with the shirt. You could put it right under his plane. It would have been great.
How do you like the shirt?
Great. Yeah, that's great. Your mother made them, right?
Yeah. For Joey, yeah.
That's great.
And Joey's pilot and Bobby's pilot. My mother did.
There's someplace that he belongs with that shirt. It'll come to me, but I don't know where.
Yeah.
How can you take pictures with the lens cover on? Good, good. How about you?
Ooh, that shirt's gotta go.
I got hooked all over again. Here I am.
You got a can of pledge in your pocket there, Heavy.
I don't know what I got in there. Time bomb.
Actually, where I flew yesterday, if I didn't go out on the field with it, I don't get involved with the upside, so I just stay away from it. Well, yeah. I got more pictures of this airplane than I know what to do with it. Let me get one more. Next year you build a new one.
No, same one.
Did you get in there and pull everything out? Oh, wait. That isn't one. Probably not the same thing. Got it.
No, I haven't done anything to it.
All right.
Refinished the nose, that's about it.
All right.
Wendy!
Hey Al, how you doing, guy?
Hey, did you ever find your spinner? Weren't you the guy looking for the two-turn? Did you get it? Yeah. Wendy had one. Believe it or not, Wendy had one. 2 1/4. Yeah, Wendy had one. Get it in. Well, he said he did. Somebody was wrong. Well, that might be. He didn't bring that. Well, that's the one he thinks that he got.
Hey, the Kestrel Kid.
Sorry, I hadn't shook your hand this year.
Hey, guy, how's that husband? You guys got a good group there. The Kestrel Kids.
You'll probably know my wife better than you would me.
I mean, that could be good or bad.
Yeah.
You never know. Come divorce time, I could be a prime witness in your case.
Let me ask you something. Have you gone so many divorces and managed to keep your house?
It's easy. Well, I'm not telling anybody how I do it.
You've got a good lawyer. Don't want his name.
Many of them.
Don't want his name.
There's one. Trying to capture the flavor of the event here. The flavor is mostly Pledge, though. Pledge is sponsoring this year's.
Got what, half the population of Tokyo with you.
Yeah, are there any good stunt flies left in Japan? You figure, what the hell, bring them all over here. Your friends having a good time? Oh yeah, they're good. He was flying on our circle yesterday, had a good time.
They can run slow. No. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I built the car for it.
Not home. Visiting committee was going to be out of job in November. I don't have one.
Yeah, I know.
Want to stand roll down this side, Andy?
Oh yeah.
You ain't gonna hear it on ESPN. I can't.
What happened?
Bother.
Wow.
But basically, it's a stunt airplane. You know, it's the numbers are stunt. Even though it doesn't look it, it's got a hellacious amount of tail volume, and you know, good airfoil.
Nice pilot too, just like the Dauntless.
Well, actually, that's a portrait, and the reason I did him.
Let's see if we can zoom in on it. That pilot.
This pilot was 73 years old, and that's no exaggeration.
Really?
Yeah, he was the group commander of the 153rd. That's what the SEAL
We gotta get this hard.
But he was still flying at the end of the war.
Wow. 73?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
at the
with
end of the Italian War, that was 1943.
yeah, with the fact that the air's been so bad, we've gotten to see a lot of other events we never get to see, and we really had a good time seeing them.
That's right.
I really, I have to say, a lot of these other events are really interesting and fun. We went over to indoor.
Oh, yeah.
Rubber band events.
That stuff is neat.
Oh, man. That is one piece of work. Let me tell you something. Whether they ever appreciate it or not, who really gives a shit? Right?
Yeah, like I say, I don't.
I appreciate it.
I don't build them for that. So. I mean, I'd like to be on the front row. Let's face it. But,
well, if
it would compromise, you know, I'd have to build.
If it was known how many hours of work went into that, maybe that would be all possible and practical. Who knows?
Well, the judging parameters are different than they were back in the 50s when I first started doing this.
Yeah.
And I know that. So.
Wait.
60.
You're 60?
Yep.
Pretty airplane.
Two buildings over. Start cleaning up and I said, there ain't enough.
Gary Phelps airplane.
Yeah, Phelps.
Let's just go over here and take one shot at the progress.
One runway, the residents all have access to that runway, but I went through
Once the flash goes off, John, you can't tell what's
It's just talking.
Advertise the engine.
Oh, I don't know how many engines are. Hey, Alan.
But I think it's out from the north from Fort Myers, exit 22, whatever that road is.
We're gonna start another row in the front, another row in the back. This is still, what, an hour away?
Something like that, yeah.
They're all supposed to be here by 3, so I'm sure a good many of them are here that are going to be here.
A lot. But I drove back and then I
Same thing, but it's got a front.
One day I went out there and just parked my car and I went up over the hill. Got down.
That's new for parks. Those are 646.
Oh, you'll spot it. You will spot it.
Wendy?
Yeah.
It's got 46 rigs for sale. That's great away tonight if you want.
Ask him, yeah, buy the whole thing if he wants it.
How many rings are there?
I think there's 4. 3 or 4.
Go to see the fans here. They'll go with the extra.
That's pretty presumptuous.
Somebody's got to be there.
Just have to move them less far that way.
Should have said it this way. It's a little bit longer.
So I decided to just use the
You're not selling
rotary
this one,
method.
You're not selling it.
We're not buying it.
Well,
One of these days you're going to have to take off.
I haven't. I'm never going to stop. There's 3 in a row. I just went up and ground the thing down to about 4 inches diameter. And it fell went out right in. Back to the same altar got. $20 worth of graphite. Let's take it back.
Okay, gentlemen, ladies. Okay, room 110, next building. The only people I want.
gusty wind here. Wind is kind of inconsistent too. You get a couple of good maneuvers and then all of a sudden you can't get it. You can't get it to go over the top of the hourglass. A problem virtually everybody's having here.
Now, while we're down at the Lubbock Nats here, and I'm looking at these tapes and trying to put some good memories on for you, one of the people I really, this is just like I always say, you look back at the tapes, and this is Derek Berry. Notice he's wearing a windy t-shirt, good boy. And he has, over the years, evolved into one of the top flyers, I think, in the world. And maybe he was even, well, look back then, this is a Walker fly-off picture, Dondi, Bobby Hunt, Dave Fitzgerald, who went on to become world champion, Ted Fancher, Robbie Hunt, many-time Nats winner. So what happens is when I go back and look at these videos, it's like a little slice, a little piece of, I don't know, like a slice of time that's saved forever on the video. And this what's coming right after this is from the '94 Nats in Lubbock, Texas. And they were just, the wind blew the whole time we were there. We already have seen Bill Rich fly, but it was a very exciting Nats. Great memories. I hope you enjoy sharing them.
This is a plane he won the Worlds with. Don McClave giving him a launch. Going to the World Champs as the World Champion, not part of the American team. There we go.
Shakes hands well.
Good handshake, yeah. Looks good in boxer shorts. I don't know. Steve, you're okay. I don't care what Damarel says about you.
And I say a lot.
Yeah, and we've, you know, hey, we're rivals, man. 2 turkeys in the front row, but I wish you luck, Steve, when they give out the turkey, give out the concourse award.
The concourse turkey.
We will be missing the banquet. We will be in Bumblejinsky, Tennessee, 36 hours from here when that thing is on. Anyway, Jimmy will be on his way to New Delhi, India, and I'll be back working on my house. Get that upstairs bathroom leak finished. Rip the floor up. Man, my wife's got me working. This is actually the end of my summer vacation, and we are back to work. The house is a calling. Buy yourself a 100-year-old house and have fun forever. Buy a box of chocolates and choke on them. Is that Steve's pacemaker that just went off? Something just went off here. This is one nice flying ship, Jimmy.
Small ships really do show up well here.
Yeah, I kind of like you know, I like Phelps's plane. Phelps's jet, I don't know, I love the way that thing looks. That's what I always liked about Gildini's Stingray. That same look like a jet. Maybe Midgley will design me up something over the winter time. Nice jet look. Bobby's got a flight coming yet? Yeah. How about Dave Fitzgerald?
Not yet. Bill Rich is flying now.
Bill Rich is flying. Well, we'll get the rest of Steve's flight and then we'll go over there. Don't let me forget to call Jim when we get back to the motel. I forgot to call him last night. We got back so damn late from that strip bar or wherever Tiff forced us to go. Karen, he forced me to go. He forced me. I didn't go.
6:30.
You liar.
He didn't force you to do all those other things.
I had a hangover you couldn't believe. I don't even know how I got a flight in today. Steve forced us to go to a place called Players, a strip bar, where there was some indecent acts being performed by women. Of course, I admit to full guilt here. Damarel forced me to go.
But you didn't have all those shots.
All right, who's in the back now? Bill Rich?
Inverted flight.
Okay, Bill's in inverted flight. Bill was the top guy yesterday, as far as I remember, at least on his circle. Did any guys in advance take a pass or anything? How come they got done so soon? They were done and we had the second round to fly.
Yeah, it's easy when you pre-score the sheet. You get done real fast.
0, 0, 0. Come on, Bill. Now, Bill and I, for anybody who doesn't know, we go way back into the day when he lived in Pennsylvania, and we went to the Nats and all his tail wheels fell out and everything. And you gotta love this guy for how hard he's worked. He absolutely deserves anything he gets.
He drew the Dynajet card.
Yeah,
it's crazy Dynajet.
Don't let anybody tell you he doesn't deserve any respect he gets, and he has my full respect. What do they got, a runaway Dynajet? I can't say it. I'm looking through the lens. I'm sure Bill really appreciated having a runaway Dynajet during his flight. Mamma mia. Gorhams. I gotta put some Gorhams on my handle so I can adjust my handle here. Flip, 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 flip. Don't tell him the truth, Jim. You're taking all the fun out of this event. Put a little down on that handle. Little Gorhams on the down line.
Needle enough. He knows what to expect. So.
He's a chick. He's not an eagle. Hey, is this the gathering of chicks or what?
Huh?
Oh man, gathering of eggs. Joey Muskill, second flight since he's been here. Running the 4-blade. John Batavio giving him a launch. Hey, John. Look down the runway here to see what we got. Every circle going. Frank McMillan, can't even tell. On this circle here, somebody flying back, boy, they're everywhere. And we got our little group cranking out flights here left and right, and it is a nice day.
What we did was level the wings up, tape the hinge line shut, and it's flying.
Well, if it's lighter than Bill Rich's, you know, I mean, Bill's fly well. But then again, you're lighted in Bill Rich, so, well, maybe.
I don't think so, Tim.
No, I don't think so, Tim.
We need more power.
Bill, poor Bill. When he lived up by us, we had more fun with Bill Rich. He was the poobah of Pennsylvania. He was a great guy. You guys spoil him with all this warm weather. It was easy air to fly in.
Yeah, he said he had a real shitty winter. He said it got down to 50, I think, 1 week.
Should have been up in the Northeast.
He should have been up with us.
That week we had the 42 inches at Midgely. He sends me a picture of the top of his house. I said, where'd the house go? I thought it sunk into the ocean or something.
Oh, Christ.
You're good to have a solid nail.
Well, you know what it is? You're an engineer, right? It's connecting the box. The box is now twice the size as it is if you end the mounts by the motor.
Now, this plane doesn't have it, but my later planes, I've been, actually the tank engine box goes back into the wing. Actually, so I wind up with a stronger joint here. Actually, I wind up with a whole motor box going back to about 2 inches back into the wing, and that gives me, believe it or not, you say, well, it's gonna weaken your wing. It really does. It really strengthens this whole joint here. Because you wind up with the whole motor load carried into the wing.
It's a notch. It's a dovetail notch. Red Baron's like that, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fits right in there.
I really hope you enjoyed this presentation, and of course enjoyed the little outtakes from our previous Nats that, in my case, it's an endless supply of good memories, and we have most of them going back to '87. Anyway, we're going to get ready for the Nationals. We got a couple of days. It's been raining every day, but it never seems to stop us from having fun. And we hope we'll see you on the Nats videos.